Alright, sorry guys. Okay, so restarting game number one, and the players annoyingly have switched their colors, but down here at the bottom right hand side as our blue Protoss player, of course from the lovely land of Finland, it is Elfi. And his opponent up at the top left hand side as our blue Zerg player, of course from the land of America. And playing for Team Millennium, it is Goswser. So it looks like Elfi is going to start us out with a Forge Fast Expand, most likely, but possibly looking for that Cannon Rush. Now this is, I can see GG Hydra mention Cannon Rushia. Nitsita Cannon Rushia. Am I doing it right? Anyway, what we're talking about is this spot here where you can throw down a couple of pylons and somehow there is a space for a cannon down at the back there. I don't know if that actually showed up on the stream. Yeah, it did. Wait, yeah, it did. Alright, cool. Where you can, you know, just assault that. We've seen it come up in WCS, and it has just been something that has been the bane of some Zerg players around the place. I know a lot of Protoss will say, I don't really care, it's not much of an issue, but certainly a lot of Zerg players will be very annoyed by this kind of position. So we'll see if Elfi is going to go along with that. I'm sure you guys are sort of predicting that kind of play out of the Finnish Protoss. It looks like he is going to finish up the Forge back at home. We can see that Goswser are trying to sort of position his drone so he can throw that hatchery down, and Elfi says, alright, if you're going to throw the Cannon Rush, if you're going to throw the hatchery down, I'm going to go with the Cannon Rush. So this is, what is, I don't even... Elfi is just saying, you know, I don't want this this sort of cannon rush up here. I don't want to go with all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do it the hard way. He throws down 3 cannons down here at the natural. Goswser forced to bring all of his drones down, basically, to deal with this, and get Elfi cancels one of his cannons. The next couple of cannons are also getting a little bit low. The Ling's now coming out, and it looks as if we will have pretty much a cancel on all of these from Elfi. Not very successful, unfortunately for him. But it has delayed Goswser just a little bit, forced a lot of drones to come off the mineral line, and did force out these 6 Lings. So, you know, not bad overall. The question is, was it worth it? Because now back at home, of course, Elfi did have to delay a couple of his probes. We can see he's just at the 18 mark here. Normally you'd see a Protoss at around about maybe 19, 20 already. So, you know, he forced a big delay of the mining from Goswser, so that's... it's not too bad at all, I guess, from Elfi's perspective. So he'll be pretty happy with that. Back at home for Elfi, we've got 2 gas going down inside the main base. He's obviously got to deal with this Overlord that can see what is going on here at the natural. But his gateway, just about to come online. I would like to see Elfi come and plug up this little bit of a hole here. Doesn't need to be worried about these Lings just running through, and unfortunately Elfi does let those Lings through. 4 of them going to make their way up towards the towards the main base, I should say, and we'll see what these guys are able to do. Normally, at this sort of level of play, you won't see too many players lose too many probes to a large, to just the 4 Lings to get inside. Basically, anything less than sort of 5 or 6, you're probably not going to lose too much. So, Goswser does get 1 probe, not too bad. And it looks as if we will have a few more pokes here from these Zerglings, but the first Zealot is out, and the Zealot should force these Lings to basically, you know, just sort of run around and not actually get much done. Of course, Goswser will want to keep them alive. You kind of want to keep them around so that you can scan out what's going on. But as we can see, Elfi going to be able to chase them down with that Zealot here. And back, well, we can see on Goswser's side of the map, he's already got his 3rd hatchery on the way. His drone count currently sitting at 23. Slowly climbing that count, now up to 25. Elfi is about to finish up his mothership core down at the natural, and once that comes out, these Lings should pretty much be dead. Goswser able to spot that there is a Stargate just getting started now as well, and Elfi, very tricksy, he cancels the Stargate, so he may be going for a 2-base Immortal Sentry push, because that is something which he could try and throw out there here today, and you know, he could be very tricky. If we see, of course, the +1 weapons may start up very soon, and no doubt we will need a 3rd gas as well, but if Elfi gets all of those things started, I would like to see some sort of robo-based push coming along from Elfi here very soon. So it looks as if, oh no, he's actually going to go for a 3rd base. Alright, so he's going to change things up on me and make me look like a bit of a fool. The Stalker, just gonna see what it can do about that Overlord. The Overlord did not see the pylon here. Very intriguing that he did not see that, but Elfi's Robo will just finish up now. The Overlord trying to scout through, trying to see what's going on inside the main base, but not enough vision there. So Elfi will get the +1 weapon started. Nothing coming out of that Robo right now. And he's just going to throw down the third base. It is the 8-minute mark, so it's not exactly one of those normal sort of 7-minute early Nexuses, Nexuses, whatever it is. I can't remember. You guys can say it. I can't. But Goswser has now got his third base up. He's looking pretty decent with 47 drones out. We've got a couple more on the way. 8 more just about to morph in. We've got a lair now also mutating inside the main base as well. And we'll see Goswser add on some more gas and really start to kick in with his economy right now as his drones increase. Elfi going to be happy to sit back and play a little bit more of a macro game with his first observer making his way across the map. The Robo Bay is also being built right now. There is also a gateway, a random sort of one gateway at the back here. Of course, we'll probably see some more build up very soon. And he does have a third gateway across at the third base. But other than that, Elfi is going to play his own little macro game here. So we'll see what Elfi's plans are very soon. It looks like Goswser is going to get his own upgrade started very soon. Double Evo Chamber along with a Roach Warren inside the natural base. Hallucinated Phoenix going to scout through. Not going to see too much apart from the timing of that lair. I think I'm not sure if Elfi is... Yeah, he is going to see it now as the lair just finally completes. Observer now just popping in to say hello as well. The probe count, not too bad here from Elfi. He's up to 51 in total. His +1 to weapons is about to kick in as well, and that's going to give him a nice sort of position. But Goswser takes the 4th base just over here. Not too badly done from him. He's going to look to boost up his economy very soon, and we'll see exactly what kind of tech he's going to go for. And there it is. Roach speed gets started, +1 to the missile attacks, and also the ground carapace gets started. Meanwhile, for Elfi, Colossus have started. We've got one Colossus just about to come out, the first of those being chrono boosted. Extended Demolance on the way. A Twilight Council is also here, so Elfi is really looking to get his tech going here. It should be quite interesting. I love you guys saying hello like that. That's quite funny. But as you see, Elfi with the Stargate as well. So he's opening up all of the options that he needs here to transition into the various powerful forces that Protoss can get out on the map. We can see the Goswser is looking to establish a nicely sort of set up economy here. We've got Hydras getting their muscular augments on the way, and I would assume that Goswser is probably going to try and put some pressure on the third base. He may try and come across, just try and attack in from this position here, maybe get some damage done, but you know, at this stage, it's probably not going to really get much done, just because of the fact that there are going to be Colossi out on the map. He's going to clear out the destructible rocks there with a few Hydras, some Roaches, and some Lings as well. But this game's sort of proceeding at a normal sort of pace, but now Elfi looks like he is going to move out. Just a timing based on his extended Demolance, his +2 weapons is also going to come in as well. And, you know, if he can perhaps push across before there are some really good fortifications and a nice amount of units out from Goswser, he may be able to do something about this 4th base, but it will be a big question of the timing, because Elfi is slowly making his way across. We'll see if he is able to get there and get some damage done. Goswser finds the Colossus just in the middle of nowhere. The Roaches will get burnt down though as Elfi is slowly approaching with his forces. It looks like there is a trap being set up by Goswser. He's just trying to take the high ground here and maybe then crush these forces if they were to run through this position here. But Elfi is going to run back home. He's got 3 Colossi now out, some Stalkers here as well, +2 to weapons kicking in, Blink, and also more Colossi being built. So it looks as if Goswser is about to get started with this attack, as he is pushing forward with some Roaches across to the left-hand side. They're not going to get too much done. Good force fields from Elfi, very nicely done. But just some really good force fields from the Protoss player there. So pretty decent stuff from Elfi there. But as we can see, there will be just a standard sort of economic play here. Goswser now getting started with his 2-2 on his missile attacks and also the carapace there. Elfi chasing after the forces of Goswser as they retreat across the map. And it looks as if, with the 3 Colossi, some Stalkers out, +2 to weapons now done, Elfi may look to get on the offensive here. I think he really does need to get something done at this 4th base, because Goswser is now starting up his 5th base across to the left-hand side, and we may see a battle here. If Goswser is not careful, he may actually lose that 4th, because now Elfi is approaching, is setting up a proxy pylon there. But Goswser is going to come across from all sides, a couple of Vipers, abducting the Colossi, pulling them straight into the jaws of the Roaches and the Hydras. And now Elfi could be in a little bit of trouble here. A Time Warp goes down at the back. I do like the positioning of Elfi here. That is actually really nicely done. Trying to take advantage of the tall grass there. A blink across from some of these Stalkers, nicely done. And Elfi does dispose of pretty much all of those units, but Goswser's economy is in a really good position. He's going to resupply with 43 Roaches that are just popping out now. Sure, some of them are going to die as they hatch out from this 4th base, but Elfi, it was a really nice engagement from him. He has lost all of his power units. The Colossi have gone down, but he's done some damage. He took apart a lot of the army of the Zerg player here, and as we can see, Goswser does lose his 4th hatchery. So back at home, we'll probably see Elfi start to transition a little bit here, but we are actually going to get a big engagement yet again. Blink Stalkers moving forward, a couple of force fields helping out there. Elfi with his Blinks doing really nicely. The economy of, as we can see, Goswser up at 79 drones, so not doing too badly at all. The problem just only has the 3 bases that are mining right now. He's looking at setting up this 4th. For some reason, those drones were just sitting off to the side, and it looks like Elfi will continue to contain Goswser on just a smaller sort of economy than he would like to have. But now we can see an abduct on that Viper pulling across the Colossi. Blinding Cloud going down in a wonderful position. Elfi caught out a little bit by that, but another Colossus joins the fray, and Goswser is going to be in a little bit of trouble right here. The Blink Stalkers with their +3 and their weapons going to do so much damage to these Roaches and the Hydras, and Goswser is now caught in a little bit of a difficult position. He's going to try and split up his forces so that he can get a really decent concave here on Elfi as he pushes forward, but Elfi has just got so much power. As we can see, the Blink Stalkers just being group blinked back, blink forward now, an offensive blink. The Stalker Donut moves forward on top of Goswser. Goswser now down to 150 supply, and it is slowly dropping. The Colossus in the back, worth its weight in gold right now, and Goswser forced to pull all of his drones here at the 3rd base. His 4th base is under attack as well, and I think that we are going to have a win here in game number 1 from our Finnish Protoss player, Elfi.